Well, well, welcome back, sinner. Just out of curiosity, what do you know about subliminal messages? Have you ever heard of subliminal messages? No, huh? No worries. You've come to the right place at the right time. Let's get you updated ASAP. So here's the deal. Basically, subliminal messages are sensory stimuli presented below an individual's threshold for conscious perception. This means that you cannot consciously see or hear them, but they may still be processed by your brain. This subconscious processing is thought to influence thoughts, feelings, and even behavior without conscious awareness. Yes, indeed. You cannot consciously see or hear these messages, but you can subconsciously experience and process them. Quite scary, right? There are two main types of subliminal messages. A. Auditory. Sounds that are too quiet or high-pitched for you to hear consciously. They can be, for example, words, musics, or other noises. And number two, visually. Images that are flashed too quickly for you to see consciously. They can be pictures, words, symbols. You get the idea, right? Ah, I see your interest has been piqued. Interesting stuff indeed, right? Subliminal messages have been around for centuries, but gained popularity in the 1950s after a study claimed that subliminal messages could be used to influence people's behavior. Don't even ask. Already know your next question. Influence people's behavior. In what way, right? Well, maybe influence people into doing a thing or things that they might have never thought of. For example, buying a particular product or item that at any other time they would have absolutely no interest in. Maybe even taking a trip suddenly for no apparent reason to others. I don't know. Maybe they just do whatever the subliminal messages suggested they do. Go buy a thing or things, then take a random trip somewhere. Yeah, it's kind of like hypnosis, for example. However, there is little scientific evidence to support this claim. Many studies have found that subliminal messages have no effect on people's behavior. You know, maybe just like hypnotists, not everyone can be hypnotized. Maybe only a certain few. Maybe only a certain few people can be subjected to subliminal messages. Maybe the frail-minded, the vulnerable, or otherwise compromised. Ironically, though, Despite the lack of evidence, subliminal messages are still used in some advertising and marketing campaigns. However, it is important to remember that there is no scientific evidence to suggest that they work. But just to be safe, maybe you should check the contents of your pantry and fridge. Anything abnormal about the contents? Any strange products purchased as of late? A flight you don't recall purchasing, maybe? Interesting indeed. You know, at the risk of sounding like a conspiracy theorist, which quite obviously I'm not, right? I must say, with all the things going on now these days in your world, people acting up everywhere, wars, murders, murders and suicides, things happening at a very alarming rate, I wonder, could their behaviors have been influenced by subliminal messages? Oh, in case you're wondering, subliminal messages are not illegal. Nah. But there are certain restrictions and ethical considerations surrounding their use, particularly in advertising and marketing. Hey, even if legal, using subliminal messages does raise ethical concerns because they target people's subconscious without their awareness or consent. Wow. Alright, so there you have it. You're now aware of subliminal messages. Dwell upon that, why don't you?